Pancho, Panchito, tú eres mi amorcito. Ay, Pancho, Panchito, tú eres mi amorcito. Ay, Pancho, ay, Pancho.
Warning, the following videos aren't intended to hurt and or bully anyone. It's solely my job in salvation to report on what's going on with the YouTube community and give my opinion because my opinion matters. Sorry about that. Weenie Hut Jr. discretion is advised.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Francisco back at it again with another banger of a video. If you're new to this channel and you end up subscribing, welcome aboard to the Panchita Familia. First and foremost, I didn't forget about the $2,000 giveaway here. You guys are just slacking. Remember, at 200,000 subscribers, which were really close, but you guys for some reason are slacking. As soon as we get that, I am doing the $2,000 giveaway. And also, at the end of my videos, I'm removing now the music and the clips I put. For some reason, I was getting claimed this whole weekend by the music and then the person that makes the TikToks. So I'm really not trying to do that because ain't nobody gonna mess with my revenue. Yeah, feel me? So sorry about that if you guys don't see that anymore. Once I get a song that's not copyright, then I'll put it at the end of the video. But let's go ahead and get started with this week's Freak of the Week, and it goes to...
My son just asked why I keep watching the Zabane guy.
Mind your business and leave my business alone.
Now, the first thing that we're going to be talking about, or the only thing that we're going to talk about, did you guys see that Jailyne Ojeda is being accused of breaking a family apart? Now, if you guys didn't see over the weekend, this girl came out. She went to her house. She was trying to get the Mika with her. Jailyne was scared. Jailyne said that she wasn't a double dipper, and this happened.
I don't know why she's saying I'm a homewrecker. They don't even have a home. But this is a story. He pays me to do promo for weed. He sells weed, right? His brand is Apish. He sells weed. He contacted me to do promo. I was like, yeah, I charge this much. He's like, okay, I'll give you extra to pay for stories in advance. I'm like, okay, cool. That happened. Like, he went to my house when my family was there and he introduced me to all the workers because he knew I wanted to remodel my whole house. And he was like, oh, I got my whole house remodeled. He's like, I can hook you up with the connections, with the contractor, with all the workers. And I was like, yeah, cool. I'm like, I need that because I can't find workers who give me a good price. So he was like, okay. I'm like, my parents are here. Like, you can put them in contact with the contractor so that my dad is talking to the contractor instead of me. He was like, okay. He came to my house. He put my dad in contact with the contractor, with all the workers. So all the workers working at my house are his workers. So he was like, you guys want to see my house? He invited me and my parents to his house so we could see his house because my workers at my house did his house. He's like, and I'm doing my house black and white. He's like, my house is black and white. You want to see my house? We're like, yeah. I went with my parents to his house and my parents were getting like a whole tour of the whole house. I got a whole tour of the whole house with them, whatever. We were there for a while. There was no one, like, if he had a healthy relationship with this girl, she would have been there. Don't you guys think if you're in a relationship with someone or you're married that you would be there? She was nowhere to be seen. Like, she was non-existent. I didn't even know she existed, nothing. And I don't care because I have nothing to do with him. I have my man and I would not leave him for him, like, at all. So, and I have more money than this guy, Jimmy. Like, I have more money than this guy, Jimmy. Why would I leave my man for a man who's married and who has less money than me? Makes no sense. But anyways, I took a picture because I feel cute. Whenever I feel cute and I'm feeling myself, I take a picture. I didn't think nothing of it. Like I told you guys, I didn't know he had a crazy baby mama who says she's married. Like, I didn't know none of these things. Like, I just took a picture because I loved how my little edges looked and I loved how my Cuban chain looked. And I took a picture. That's it. And I was bored because he was just there talking to my parents and like, I wanted to leave already. So I took the picture. This guy, Jimmy, he's met my boyfriend. The only time I've hung out with him has been with my family. I've never hung out with him like just us alone. That would be so weird. My man would not let me. Like I told you guys, my man is the one who installed my cameras all over my house. So my man sees when I leave my house, when I come to my house, he sees who's at my house. He has the cameras. Like, he has access to all my cameras. So, yeah, that's it. Like, I worked with this guy. There's nothing. When she went to my house, I remember, I didn't know what the hell was going on. So I was in my kitchen. I was eating tacos. I was on my phone. And then one of the workers comes to me. He's like, Jailyne, can I go to your attic? And I'm like, yeah, don't ask me for permission. Like, just go. You don't have to ask me for permission. And then he's like, okay. He's like, can I have water? And I'm like, yeah, give him water, whatever. He left. And right when he leaves, I hear banging on my door. And I was like, the worker just went to the attic. Like, that's not him. So I'm like, who could that be? I go on my camera and I see two girls standing there. And I'm like, I was so confused because I live in a gated community and you have to pass two gates to get to my house. So I'm like, okay, I've never seen these girls in my life. I clearly didn't invite them. They're clearly not the neighbors because I know all the neighbors and they're all white and Asian and the only Latinos are from like Honduras and it's a married couple and they're older. So I'm like, who are these girls? Like, they're not Jehovah's Witnesses. They're not missionaries. They don't look like they go to church. So I'm like, I don't know who these people are. So I go upstairs and I told the worker, I was like, hey, I was like, there's 2 girls outside. Can you ask them what they want? Cause like, I didn't know who they were. And he was like, yeah. So he goes and he asks them and I'm like watching the camera. And then she's like, is Jimmy paying for this house? And she's just going crazy. And I'm like, Jimmy? I'm like, Jimmy? And like, I know 2 Jimmys, Jimmy from Rancho Humilde and Jimmy, the guy from the weed. And I was like, what the heck? And I text him and I sent him a screenshot of her. I'm like, is this your baby mama or your wife? And then he was like, she's not my wife. I'm not married, but yeah, she's my baby mama. And he's like, what is she doing at your house? I'm like, that's what I want to know. I'm like, how did she get my address and what does she want? Like, why is she here? And then he was like, I have no idea why she's there. Call the cops, get a restraining order. And he sent me her full name. And I'm like, what? So I'm just like, but why is she here? Like, I don't need it. And then he was like, I don't understand. I'm like, I don't need this drama. And then he was like, she's making up stories in her head. I already told her that when you came to my house, you came with your family, that I paid you to do promo, that we have nothing to do with each other, but she's crazy. So I'm just like, dude, like, I don't need this type of drama, you know? Like, I don't need it. Later that night, my man got there. I'm showing him the video of the girl, and he's just like, this is why I need to have security with you 24. I'm the last person on earth she has to worry about. Like, if you're watching this, I don't want your man. You could keep your man. He's all yours, sweetie. No one wants your man. Maybe other girls want your man. I don't want your man. I've always had this ring. I don't need to bring anyone down. I've seen so much comments of her criticizing me. I'm not going to criticize her. I think she's beautiful. I think she's hot. And if he stresses her this much, she should just move on. Why is she still with someone that's stressing her out and has her going to other girls' houses? That's so crazy. He told me he was so embarrassed when this happened. He's like, I'm so embarrassed that this is happening. He's like, you're not going to want to work with me no more. I'm so sorry. He apologized. He told me to put a restraining order on her. He sent me her full info for me to call the cops on her. I did it in that moment. But now I'm with my attorney putting charges on her. I'm suing her for several things. I'm suing this girl for defamation. I'm suing this girl for putting my address out there for the whole world to see. And I'm suing this girl for entering my private property. So I'm suing her for these 3 things and I'm putting a restraining order on her. So at first I felt bad. When she went to my house that time, I felt bad. Because everything she told me on my ring camera made me feel bad for her as a woman. And I'm like, okay, like, I feel bad for this girl. I should have went out and talked to her, you know? But then she said a little comment at the end. She was with another girl. So they kind of made me feel like they were going over there to like jump me or something. And put yourself in my shoes. Why would I go outside of my house to argue or fight over a man I have nothing to do with? Why? Like, I wouldn't, if my boyfriend cheated on me, I would not fight over him. So if I wouldn't fight over my man, why would I fight over someone else's man that has nothing to do with me? Like, does that make sense to you guys? Like, I'm not ratchet. I'm not gonna fight. I'm just gonna sue her. I'm gonna sue her. If she tries to come back, she's gonna go to jail. I'm suing her for defamation. Defamation for saying I'm a homewrecker when I'm not a homewrecker. I'm suing her for putting my safety in danger by putting my address out there. Of course, I wasn't gonna tell you guys where I actually live. Why would I put myself in danger when I have crazy obsessed stalkers and say, oh yeah, I live here, for them to pull up to my house? Like, no. All my friends that they live somewhere, they say they live somewhere else. Because who in their right mind would say where they actually live? No one. He's a good guy. I actually feel bad for him that he has all this drama in his life right now, because I don't feel like he deserves it, because he's actually a cool and respectful guy. Message she left me on my ring camera, I don't know why she's so comfortable saying the N-word, but that shows a lot about her character as well.
I'm telling you, back off Jimmy. There's a bunch of that have money, that's what you're after, that could buy you a and shit or help you pay bills. Like, what the hell? But yeah, like, I'm dead serious. Like, I'm coming to you like respectfully, but you're disrespecting me at this point. Like, I live with this man. You're posting pictures of my house. That car is my car. Yeah, I feel really disrespected, and you would understand you had family with kids and stuff. I'll see you around.
So, like I said, I have more money than her man. I don't need to date someone for a bag. I have a bunch of purses. I don't need more purses. Like, so if you put yourself in my shoes and you see that outside of your house, you're not going to go outside of your house when there's two grown women that are like 38, 39, 40, I don't know how old they are, but for them to come to my house and like say all that is like crazy. So I don't know. Like I said, if my man was cheating on me or I thought he was cheating on me, I would not go fight the girl. Like, I would talk shit to him and break up with him and that's it. I wouldn't do all this. So yeah, she's clearly insecure. She's clearly intimidated. Girl, I don't want your man. I'm not a homewrecker. He tells the whole, cause I've seen so much comments of girls commenting on your stuff and he denies you. He denied you to my parents when they asked when he's getting married. He said he's single. He doesn't know when he's getting married. I don't know when I'm getting married to my man, but maybe at the end of this year, maybe in the beginning of next year. I don't know when I'm going to be ready. It all depends when he decides that he's going to have more time to spend time with me. But yeah, that's it. Like, I don't know. When she came to my house, she wasn't like aggressive. Like, she didn't say anything crazy besides that I can get any rich guy I want, which I know I can, and I have one already. But I let it go because I thought she was going to let it go. But for her to put my address out there, like, that's what got to me. I didn't care about the whole homewrecker rumor because I made money off of that. Like, right away, I put up a romper and I named it Homewrecker Romper and it sold out like this. So that actually helped me sell out my clothes. So thank you for that. But I don't know. That's not the full screen recording. She was outside from my house for a long ass time. That's just a little part where she said the N-word and she's Mexican. And she says the N-word like with no hesitation. But yeah. That's it. My man wanted me to clear this up, so I'm clearing this up. He wanted me to show you guys the ring, so I showed you guys the ring. I had already showed you guys the ring on Instagram so many times, but showed you here. Ladies, please don't fight over men. It's so embarrassing. You basically, if you're up here, you put yourself down to this level. If my man was to cheat on me, I would not fight over him. So why would I fight over someone else? ¿Te acuerdas ese día que fuimos a su casa y yo me tomé una foto? Y, bueno, tú ni sabes, pero ese día que fuimos a su casa me tomé una foto, una selfie y la subí a Instagram. Y como subí esa selfie, él tiene esposa, yo no sabía que tenía esposa o la mamá de los niños, yo no sé, que ella piensa que yo tengo algo que ver con él cuando no tengo nada que ver con él, obviamente. Y ese día que fuimos a su casa yo me tomé una foto. Me tomé una foto de mi cara así y me tomé una foto de mis tenis y lo subí. Y pues ya con eso hizo todo.
Sacaron mitote.
Sí, sacó un mitote de que le quiero quitar al esposo, que le destruí su matrimonio. Que le destruí su matrimonio, que arruiné su familia. O sea, me empezaron a poner mi dirección de mi casa en California. Ella subió la dirección de mi casa en California a todos lados, se la mandó a páginas de chismes.
Pues eso no está bien.
Ya sé que no está bien, por eso la voy a demandar. La voy a demandar por difamación porque inventó todo esto de mí, que me hace ver mal, que soy una rompe matrimonios, y porque puso mi dirección en internet y eso no me gusta, y 3, porque fue a mi casa.
¿La casa estaba sola cuando fuimos?
No es la esposa, es la mamá tiene hijos y es la mamá.
No, pues ya sé que tiene hijos, pero...
Pues él la niega, dice que no existe porque un montón de gente aquí, miré en una página que estaban comentando que ellos le comentaban a la página de él que tu esposa esto y esto otro y que él decía, yo no tengo esposa, yo soy soltero. Y pues ya esa vez también nos dijo a nosotros que él no tenía nadie, que estaba soltero. Pobrecita, eso da vergüenza.
Que no.
So then the girl responded and said that she's a liar, where's her family, and this is another one of their vehicles.
Now to the other young lady, how the fly Dublin? No seas taruga. How the fly Dublin are you gonna get mad at Jailyne and then you go running back to him? Matter of fact, you went sprinting. You said, I'm out skis, back to my boyfriend. Now, I'm not sure what he probably gave her a chain. He probably flew her out. He probably bought her the lonchecito and she said, zip, I don't give a flying Dublin. But she's still attacking Jailyne. So you can't be mad at Jailyne anymore at this point when you're running back to him. You see what I'm saying? I just don't understand the whole thought process. But make sure to comment down below. What do you guys think of this whole situation? Miss Jailyne Ojeda basically said, I didn't do nothing. Comment down below. For the world news, did you guys see, I guess in this place called Burning Man, some sort of concert? I think this is like in Vegas or some sort. A lot of people are stuck there because of the mud and the rain conditions. Now I would hate to be there covered in the mud. You can't take showers, no food, nothing. All because you wanted to get your... But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the video here for you guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to smack a like. Make sure to subscribe. You guys won't regret it. And I really do appreciate you guys.